And it's the last day of term.
And Angus isn't here to enjoy it.
No, we've got one. He's down. He's down. He's down with no voice. It's all throat.
Big cough.
Big cough. Yeah. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, as I used to say a long time ago. Brainsplaining. We're talking about brainsplaining, and the question I got from somebody, Vanessa in New South Wales. Vanessa, you were talking about, so Vanessa was on our training, and we were talking about how to rewire the learning centers of the brain. What's wrong, Ruby? What are you doing? What's wrong, Ruby? So we're talking about rewiring the centers of the brain, and Vanessa had a great question, and that is, can you, without the use of technology and the activities that we use online to help grow and extend the neural pathways around focus and memory and processing speed, etc., can you do it without that technology and that those computer-based assignments? And my answer is, Vanessa, very long one by the sound of it, but yes, for the most part you can. It does take a longer time, but you can. For instance, you could, you've heard me talk about detective brain, where we will look at the features of a person at a certain point in the day, and you have to remember 4 features, and then you have to recall those features later on. You can play things like the memory game. You know, you put 10 things or 5 things in the middle of a circle, you look away, take one out, and then you have to remember everything that's in that circle, and then you add one on each time, so you're extending the amount you can remember. You can train those pathways to a certain extent. There are some elements, though, that you cannot, and through computers, the only way that the process, and I didn't do this, neuroscientists did this, is they worked out, especially around that auditory processing part of the brain. But with a computer, we can extend the sounds, so the duration of the sounds, to make them longer and extended. We can't do that with a human voice, so that's something that can only be done with. See you, buddy. I'll see you at the back, okay?
We have to check if we're up.
All right, no worries. Bye-bye. Yes, just making sure there. Ollie! Yeah, so the computer can only do that. It is not possible to slow down those phonemes and sound chunks with the human voice. Can only be done with a computer, and then getting closer and closer in a systematic way so it gets back to normal speech, and then beyond, and then speeding up so that children are processing faster than the teacher can talk, which is an amazing thing, and is one of the most powerful elements of what we do. But yes, some things can be trained without the use of this neuroscience technology. Some cannot. There you go. It was a very long brainsplain. So there you go. So join us for our next on Tuesday evening. We're having another session where we'll be discussing all of this stuff and things. And you can make your own mind up about whether it's the right fit for your child. But in my opinion, we should be rewiring the learning brain in grade 2, 3, across the board, no matter what. Whether you're gifted, whether you're struggling, whether you have ADHD, autism, dyslexia, It just should be done because it just makes everything so much easier. Listening, writing, everything. So yeah, come and join us if you can on Tuesday evening, and we'll see you there. Bye for now. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the sunshine.